What's up? I'm doing good. Getting everything ready. Email hasn't gone out yet. But here we are. We're pre-streaming right now. So you guys can chime in, talk amongst yourselves, talk amongst the group, whatever you want to do. Let's see, what do we... Sturm sounds. Drag that in here. I want the Thai Bow. There we go. Here we are again. Another Friday live stream. Friday. No Rebecca Black song this time. We got a copyright infringement for using that awful song. I haven't eaten today. I'm snacking. Try not to make it too distracting. Audio plugin Pooch is in timeout. I thought she was going to come down here too because I have food. She's been like, so we're both trying to work from home today, and she's been like whining and got ants in her pants. I was almost sure they would follow me down here, but they did not. She never really gets in timeout. They're spoiled. So let's see if you guys got an email yet, or are we just getting the notification from YouTube? Oh, I just got the email on my trusty Apple Watch. So here we go. Hello, Thomas in Germany. Hello, George in Belgium. Hello, Rossus? I don't know how. It's small too on my other monitor, so forgive me if I mispronounce. So we have, a couple deals right now. Right now I've got open Sturm Sounds Cinematic Bundle. We also have the Black Octopus Leviathan Bundle. $40. Oh, god damn it! There's a little fruit fly in here, and I actually have fruit right here. There's always like one stray fruit fly. Drives me crazy. Only in the summer or the warm. Anyway, we have Leviathan Bundle, 1, 2, and 3, like 3 huge EDM sample packs. So we can go through all those. We have Sturm Sounds Cinematic Bundle. We still have like the harp guitar. And a couple others, but those are the 2 main big deals. Hello from Arizona. Hello in Arizona, from Baltimore. Yeah, I like Leviathan a lot. So, let's check out Leviathan Bundle over here in my files. I use this all the time. Pretty much any, if I do a demo that's like EDM style of any of our products, there's a 95% chance that the drums are from the Leviathan bundle. So if you guys can see that over here where I'm scrolling, so this is Leviathan 1. You see we got drums, cymbals. You can just, I think we'll preview it. So of course it's, what are we just going to play every single sound? We can make, you know, something with it. So I mean, there's crash cymbals, reverse cymbals, ride, sidechain, hi-hats, kicks, percussion. I mean, the kicks are great. That's got some nice sub. And that's just Leviathan 1. So like there's 3 of these huge sample packs. And then they also have, you know, like some sampled instruments for Contact. Multi-sampled bass, chords, then like one shots like that. But they also have like, you know, Contact form samples as well, so that you can load up into Contact, which we can check those out right now. And then what I have here, I'll just play this track. It's a demo I did for just a really short demonstration of the Sturm Sounds bundle, which is a couple different plucked instruments. I'm reading all your comments. Andrew in New York, Michael in Arizona, George in Belgium, Thomas in Germany. Here I'm Brian. I'm in Baltimore. Oh yeah, I'm gonna load up some of those Contact files. I've honestly never opened up. Oh, another Baltimore. Two Balmores. How you doing, Han? It's my Baltimore accent, if you guys don't know. It's a thing. I was not raised here, but I noticed all my relatives, you know, instead of saying water, they say wooder. Stuff like that. The Orioles, the O's, they say it like that. It's just a very slight thing. Oh, I can't drag that from there. Let me go here, which is my A drive, and Black Octopus, Leviathan. So there's like these basic sounds that they've simply put into how about demos that they've put into Contact form, so you guys can easily use it instead of trying to pitch like these individual wave files and everything. So anyway, this is the Sturm Sounds bundle. We have auto harp, Zupfgrettel. I didn't even try to pronounce that in the thing, but I think it's kind of easy. I think it's just Zupfgrettel. Cinematic auto harp, that's what this is. Well, we have a German instrument right here. And here's my fruit, my strawberries. So, I'm going to play this. We'll hear what the auto harp sounds like, and then the Thai bow. So you can really hear what these instruments are going for. They're unusual instruments, 100%. And on Sturm Sound's website, they even say, you know, we make unusual instruments. So this patch here, I really liked this one, and it is called the main patch Soft Play, and it has that nice kind of delicate sound. I'll answer a question right now. Brian, how many hard drives, how many terabytes of space do you have? They're all right here. 2 gigs, 2 gigs, 1 gig, 2 gigs, 4 gigs, 5 gigs, 2 gigs. Only 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are solid state drives, SSD. These are HD spinning discs. It's quite a lot. So if we play this melody with just like the main patch, which I hope is just one over. Yeah, the main patch, it's a lot more harsh. If we at full dynamic range, the other one said soft play, so it's more soft and delicate. It's a little bit more warm. And then this one you can really hear those. It's pretty harsh plucked sound. At the lower dynamics, or lower velocities, it's still nice. It is very dulcimer. Like I compared it to like a cymbalom in the article. But they're really nice samples. They are very unusual instruments, but you can hear there's a lot of detail in those samples. I'm gonna go to their website real quick. Sturm Sounds, unusual virtual instruments. So that's what they focus on. Pretty niche, pretty unique, but they sound great. So we will check out some of the other articulations here. This is called the damped, from that same Supfgretel. Is that better? This one sounds like harmonics on a guitar. Put it through black hole. Never heard of it. So that's really nice and delicate, kind of angelic sound. So I'm barely playing the keys. It's very light, very delicate. But even when you play them hard with this, it's just like this. The dynamics our velocities are pretty loud there. Can we go a full octave up? We missed one note on full octave up. We can go down. Then we have these long notes, which are good textures for atmospheres. Yeah, you asked how's the velocity ramping? Do you need to do any adjustment between how you strike the keys? Yeah, that's what I was just talking about with the damp notes. So if we look here, make sure you guys, yeah, just on this is the velocities here. Oops, solo it. And then we lower it, it's so there's quite a few different, you know, velocity layers there that you can play around with. I'm going to throw those long notes through the black hole reverb as well, because they're really spacey and ambient. They've got a lot of texture to them. You can hear almost like, you know, a soft kind of brushing type sound, but it adds to that atmosphere. What reverb do you use? Just the one? No, right? You said it. You said put it through black hole reverb. That's what I'm doing right now. So I sent this long. So this is dry. I'm turning off the reverb now. This is just the instrument itself. It's still got roominess and ambience to it. And you can adjust like each of these, the string effects, body effects, release effects. You hear that kind of tapping right there. So I guess, let's see. Yeah, you can make like these percussive sounds. So you can turn off up and down every single part of the sample. So string effects, body effects, release effects. That just adds realism when you're playing it with those plucked sounds, you know, so you can hear the person actually playing the instrument with their hands as opposed to just kind of pristine notes. And right there, I just turned the instrument completely down. But this is the long note, so it sounds funny to have kind of a short tapping sound on long notes. Very textured and ambient. I like the bowed notes even more. Similar, but you can hear the bow, of course, there. So tremolo in this is a modulated effect. It's more like a gating type effect. I use it to add a more electronic feel to the sound. Can you play back the pluck with... So that's just the pluck sound with the instrument up. Turn up the release. As you can hear, it's too loud right now, but you hear a little bit scraping of the strings as the player actually removes their hands from the strings or goes to a different note. So it just adds realism to it. Hear that slight scraping. And again, that's not built in or baked in. You can turn it down if you want. Whoever asked about dynamic layers live, I mean, it's great and responsive as any other solid instrument I've played. Turn down those a bit. There you get the full velocity range there. Nice and smooth between all layers. Okay, the bowed sounds. Oh, I put the tremolo effect on it. And we're running it, just turned back on the reverb. So it goes really well with these long evolving textures. I forgot to write down my giveaway numbers, so I'm going to play this, loop it for like five whole minutes, and I'm just going to write down my numbers for the giveaway. Hey, it's not playing. They're all muted. Whoops. Okay. Now, that instrument you hear that sounds a bit more exotic. Oh, I thought you guys couldn't see my... You guys couldn't see me type that. We got some cheaters. They're gonna, like, rewind it and fucking zoom in, slow it down. That, this is the Thai Bow, the other instrument in the Sturm Sounds bundle. Do I have a preferred reverb style, or excuse me, reverb plugin for ambient electronic styles? I'm torn between getting Rematrix and East-West Spaces. I have Spaces too. That's very good, but for what you just said, the genres, these are my top 3 reverbs, and anyone who watches these can attest to this as well, as I use them all the time. Black Hole I use almost on every like synth and sound design exclusively when I need, or sometimes built-in reverb, but when I need like really huge spaces that don't really exist, I use the Black Hole on synths and sound design because it doesn't sound realistic. It sounds just massive and huge. For the orchestral instruments, realistic instruments, I use Spaces 2. And then for everything, I use Valhalla Room from Valhalla DSP. This is like $50. I mean, you hear about this all the time because it's so cheap, but it works so well. And Spaces 2 is like what, $300, $400 or something, but it's very, very good because you get presets for the halls, which are specific for instruments and instrument sections, which is really sounds amazing for orchestral stuff when you want realism. So this is the Thai Bow. It says if you can see here, it says cinematic fiddle. I felt like that was a little bit, well, to the American audience, we're going to be misled by that because we think a fiddle as a bluegrass instrument, you know, exactly, a violin. This is a Middle Eastern fiddle, and it has, you know, a very unique, I want to say ethnic sound, but it's unusual, and it's not what you would normally get in just kind of standard orchestral stuff, you know what I mean? And you can turn up the drone there so that underlying note drones. It almost sounds like an Australian didgeridoo, or like the Mongolian singers. It's got this unique kind of texture and kind of formant type sound. It's kind of like wow, wow, like it sounds awesome. And the drone is only going to be in these blue keys. You can hear like kind of the rattling of the string and everything. It's very detailed, which again, you can turn the bow. Hey, Pete. So turn down the drones and just have the finger sound with the pluck. Now nothing, not just the bow. This is not Black Octopus yet. This is all from the Sturm sounds. Apparently I'm saying that wrong. Sturm. Yeah, it sounds like a didgeridoo. So let's do our first giveaway, and then we'll look at some of the Leviathan stuff. Okay. Giveaway number 1. If you don't know how giveaways work, when I say go in the chat, I will type go. And then I want everyone to type one number between 1 and 1,000. Only type one number, please. If you type the 1,000 numbers, then you're not going to win. You're going to be disqualified. So yeah, pretty simple. Everyone ready? And go. Type one number between 1 and 1,000. The person closest to my number wins. I'm going to eat more of my snacks. Some good beef jerky. So this number was 603. $5.99 right there. If anyone sees one that's closer, shout it out. But I don't. It just said my chat is disconnected. So I don't know if I'm still live, but I can't see the chat. Someone type something real quick. Oh, give me a minute. Okay, see, I'm not seeing you guys. I see you guys in another window. So sorry about that, but all the chat stopped in my main window. Let me refresh it. Okay. Now I think everyone's back. So like just a second everything disappeared, which is why I was like, oh, so it's kind of weird when that happens. So yeah, $5.99 was, oh, I just scrolled down and revealed the other number. Oh well, we'll do a new one. So yeah, this Fernando right here, I just copy and paste it so I can remember. Support at audioplugin.deals, and they'll get you all set up. $50 gift card. So I'm reading all of the stuff that happened when this freaking thing disconnected. That was weird. Never had that happen. Okay, the black octopus. I'm gonna type a new number because I accidentally revealed the next one I was gonna pick. So yep, congratulations, Fernando. You got the email. So there you go. They'll get you all set up. That's all you have to do. Black Octopus bundle. We'll save that. So Leviathan 1, 2, and 3, there's tons of stuff here. So I guess what I'm going to do is add a plugin. The impact. Then we can just drag samples onto this. I like that. It's a nice kind of dry kick. I like that. That one has some nice sub bass. So percussion. Kind of like these little accents and stuff. And hi-hats or shakers and tambourines. So some of them are just like a single shake or a single tick, and then some of them are a little sequence like that. Closed hi-hats, open hi-hats. And now we need snare or a clap or both. And a snare. Yeah, it's fun. Tom asks if I often build my own kits. I like to do it. It's just, there's still samples, but it makes it a bit more unique. You can really make it whatever you want it to be. Now we have drums. We need some. I know one of these. Well, I'm pretty sure one of these has like synth preset. Yeah, Serum presets. So I'm gonna open Serum. It's Leviathan 3. Has some Serum presets. So then we can have some tonal melodic elements instead of just drums. Serum. Black Octopus, Leviathan 3 sounds. A lot of vowels. What do you expect from Serum? A lot of filth. So we'll just group all these together. Wait, I want to pack the folder. There we go. Mute. Now we'll make our little EDM loop. So here's all my percussion in drum mode for Studio One, which is one of the reasons I love it, because here we just have everything laid out. Here we go. I want that really bassy kick. I don't like the click at the beginning of that. The attack. It's okay. I didn't notice that when I was playing through. Will there be a serum deal like on the actual plugin? No. I can say that with almost certainty. So this is obviously a very simple drum beat, but you can see the quality of the sounds and everything. So that was just bass. Is there another way to frickin' scroll presets in here? Cause like I can't use my mouse wheel. I'm just like clicking and clicking. I can't hold it down. Oh, then it went back up to the top when I used my. Kind of like that one. That one makes my ears bleed. So does that. That's kind of like old school and really thick. I'm just adding these little percussion accents to it. Just kind of make it a bit more lively. I need something more aggressive, but not so high, shrieky. Game Boy lead. That's pretty cool. So much portamento on that. Yeah, we have replays available for everything, Steve. I want to add distortion to this. This might be too much. There we go. We need that black hole. It's about 3:13. Let's do our other giveaway. We have 4 to go through. So right now we're just kind of crafting a track using the sounds from the Leviathan bundle. Leviathan 3 provides the synth sounds, and Leviathan 1 provides all of the drum sounds that I'm using, in case you just tuned in. All of the percussion sounds. Okay, so our last number was 603, and our winner was Fernando. So if you're just joining, how to win the giveaway, when I say go into the chat, I'll type go, and then I want everyone to type one number between 1 and 1,000. Please only type one number, or else it ruins it and when it gets confusing and you'll be disqualified anyway. So just remember that, and simple as that. Ready? And go. I'll turn my mic off so you don't hear me snacking. You're welcome. And I didn't even decide to snack that time. What the hell? Okay. So this number is 446. So I always start at the top. If you guys see one that's closer, that's you think is closest, just type it into the chat. 462 is 18 off. Or no, yeah, 18 plus 62, whatever. Not 18, 16. So you guys say 2 of them said it? Why am I not seeing this? Everything starts to blend together after a while. Okay, yeah, it was right there. Email support@audioplugin dot. Oops, I spelled it wrong. .deals. Brad Hoyt, harp guitarist. There's so much portamento on this lead. It's fun, but kind of ridiculous. Just absurd filth. But you get nice clean drums. So this bass is kind of like already automated with that. So if you don't know how to use Serum, just mess with the LFOs down there. You can also do it within your DAW or with like a frequency cutoff or frequency filter plugin, which is what I normally do. I don't usually use Serum. I like that one. Anyway, you can get some filthy sounds with this and really get into the sound design aspects of Serum. But they are presets that give you a good place to start. No, one of the deals is Leviathan bundle, which includes Serum presets, which is what we have been listening to. Because it'd be kind of boring just to show you guys a bunch of drum samples, like, So Leviathan 3 has those synth presets. Again, they've all got drums, kicks, hi-hats, snares, claps, loops. Some of them have MIDI, which is over here, which will probably sound like shit because I'll just add a blank thing. I was going to put the MIDI on like this already automated thing. And then we have the Sturm sounds. What else do we have? Oh yeah, pad motion. I forgot about that. I like that one. I used pad motion on 10 ambient tracks for a Spotify playlist. I liked it so much. No joke. we can listen to them. There you just saw all my personal pictures. I don't care. A lot of Seinfeld memes I make. Any Seinfeld fans here? I made Bob Sacamano's Royal Premium condoms, and George holding the blue condom. I know. Probably no one gets it. The pad motion. Halion, the Steinberg Halion SE player, which is a free download. Someone asked like about that in Contact. I always wanted to pretend to be an architect. Was Estelle Harris really your fucking neighbor? Wow, that's legendary. Yeah, I have a bunch of like Seinfeld memes that I just they're probably not appropriate, but you know, like we combine like Scarface with Jerry when the guy asks him if his nostrils are getting bigger and then he gets shot, and it's just absurd. It's a group called Seinfeld Soup Posting. It's very inappropriate, very absurd, but it's fucking funny if you are a fan of the show. So Pad Shop Pro. Someone said Cycle Create. Jonathan said, looking forward to hear those sounds. I think you're talking about the pad motion. Yeah, my little cable boy. Exactly. I had Scarface shooting him for that. Okay, so the Steinberg Halion player, if you have Cubase, you probably, or you may have used this, but anyway, it's just a free download. Mine might contain like some extra stuff because I'm a Cubase owner and it's made by the same company. But as you can see, I'm opening this in Studio One. It is made by Steinberg, but you don't need to have Cubase to open it, just in case that's a concern. And so we click here, go to load, and right here we have pad motion. Cycle Create is the one some of the other people have been mentioning. I'll go back. I don't want. Okay, so this one is it's a pretty cool instrument, and there are a few different presets here. But I think the real fun comes in. Let me load one first. Loading. And then we go into the edit page and it expands and you get this kind of stuff. Now, the way this works is there are synth oscillators and wavetables, as well as a sample engine, as well as a granular synthesis engine. So with the combination of those, it's very unique. It's very in-depth. And we can, let me go up an octave, we can get some really creative textures using the granular engine. I'm gonna turn this up a tad bit. And let's throw that through the reverb as well, just because it's fun. Go on the advanced page and you get even more. And it's probably, pretty overwhelming. I know we can adjust this loop point, this playback loop point. But another thing with this is, so we loaded up a preset, but what you can do is browse anything. So there are a ton of samples and sound sources here, as you can see in these different folders. So that's just one folder. Poly, all of these, So that's where I think the most fun for me personally is going in and scrolling through those actual samples instead of relying too much on the presets. Now, you heard before it had like a kind of pulsating sound. This is the pan LFO down here. So you can see that's a ramp. That's how it kind of has a little cutoff. The sound ramps up and then just stops, and then it kind of gets almost a reverse type sound, you know. So the default sine wave, you can hear it going back and forth in the from the right and the left. That just adds some motion to it. So as you can see how it's playing this back, this is like the granular engine. The number of grains, right? So it's all over here, and you can see more little lines pop up as you get a bunch of the granular effect of a bunch of little grains of this selected area of the sample to kind of play and bounce back and forth and interact with each other, and that's how you get that unique texture. It's pretty complex, but it's a, if you ever hear anyone talk about granular synthesis, this is what they're talking about. Okay, someone was asking questions. Give me 1 minute and I read these. What controller is to the left? Right here? I don't know if you can hear it. It's a synth, it's a base station. Then someone asked about headphones and glasses. Oh, are you talking about the... Okay, I see the question now. The headphones look like they're comfortable and cover the ears well. How's the sound and what's the brand? These are Biodynamic DT 990. The label's all kind of worn off, but I would have shown you. DT 990. They're very, very comfortable. They're open back, so they're not going to isolate sound very well. And actually, one of my drivers is, I guess it's slightly blown or something. It's when a bass gets too loud. I need to replace them, but I wouldn't hesitate to buy another of the exact same pair. Sorry about that. So back to pad motion. Let's just check out some of the presets. So again, we can go in here. When the pan LFO amount is set to 100, you can really hear how it goes completely from left to right in your headphones or your speakers, which is, it's just, you know, a nice way to add motion. And can go in here and load up different samples. This one's called Water Drops. Might be a little loud. That one's pretty eerie and unnerving. Let's do our third giveaway. Been going for about an hour. So 446 was our last number. Yeah, that last sound I really like. It's kind of dark and unnerving. So it just kind of shows you the versatility of the actual instrument pad motion. 3.0. Because it can do those really ambient, beautiful textures, really warm textures, but also those really dark and creepy and unnerving type sounds too. So giveaway 3. As usual, if you're new, just joining, for our giveaways, we're going to give away a $50 gift card. The way you win is when I type go into the chat, I'll say go, and then I want everyone to type one number between 1 and 1,000. Closest person to my pre-selected number wins a $50 gift card. So if we are ready, let's go. Yeah, it's good to see people talking about Contact here. So many, I think probably most of you guys have it, or at least the player, but that's like the number one comment on Facebook, at least, is people get very angry when their library they want or a deal they want requires Contact full. So I understand that, but it's a very, very worthy investment. That was a video of me riding my motorcycle earlier, which I didn't know it would play when I go to check my notifications. I know, to me it's crazy to think that some people don't want to invest in it just because, well, I'm talking about Contact again. So like the reaction, what? I love Contact. That is my reaction when people like just don't want to invest in it. But I understand they come from different musical backgrounds, and maybe some people just want to record their own rock songs or something. But like Contact was the first purchase I ever made, and so worth it. So this third number, I had to skip one because I accidentally showed it earlier. So 916, we'll go with that one. Scoreman, if it feels slow loading, do a batch resave. And remind me to mention that. If you don't know how to do that, remind me after I pick the winner, and I will show you. So 916 is the winning number. I see a 900, 16 off. I see 475. Contact is great. That's not a number. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I think that would be, yeah, 900 would be the winner. Okay, that's really weird and not appropriate. Someone said 932. I don't see that. Okay, Sharp Cut's the winner. That's what I'm going with. He was the first one to say it. I mean, I still don't see the other one you guys were talking about. It was Red Hollow. That's 732. I don't see 9. Yeah, Sharp Cut. No, I'm viewing live chat. Kit, you were right after I type, right after I type stop. Should we give it to him? Oh, Kit's disqualified? Okay. Okay. Sharp Cut, whatever. You're the winner. End of discussion. Yeah, Kit, you typed like a billion. Winner, winner. Chicken fucking dinner. Audio plugin dot deals. So this is the first live stream. Someone said they expected me to strip. Very strange. Pretty funny though. Good laugh. I give you props for that. Pad motion. I was trying to open a song where I use pad motion so you can really hear like the kind of style it excels at. Question about the gift codes. Can you use them on the deals too? Yes, that's what we've been doing for a while now. I'm afraid I won't be doing that. I think, 99% of the people here would not appreciate it. So I will be majority wins. Quick access. So songs like this, well, there's some rain there. But like all the pads are those relaxing ambient type sounds, all from Pad Motion. Used them, and they're going to be on a playlist. The harp guitar, that's still on sale. We don't give that away. Imagine one. So this has a lot of Pad Motion, like those light sounds. The drones in the background. So if you guys hear there, I'm using that pan LFO. You can hear it's kind of like nun, and it has a little bit of that gating effect underneath the piano, and it fits this really, really nicely. Anyway, that kind of ambient sound, Pad Motion's very, very very good for. But as we discovered from the last preset, it's also dark and creepy. The piano sound reminded me of my favorite Contact library, piano library. What is your favorite Contact piano library? My foot fell asleep, guys. I've got all this stuff in my pocket. My mask. My George Costanza thick wallet. Glasses, cleaning wipes, and my keys. That's uncomfortable. Alicia's keys. That was a Send piano from Heaviosity, but I like all the Native Instruments pianos too. What was I? I'm kind of just looking at the questions. So yeah, I like harp guitar a lot. Very impressed, to say the least. Sounds very cinematic. Nice sound. Oh, Marcel, did you know how to do the batch resave? I mentioned that earlier, and then I said remind me to show you. Do you know how to do that? Okay. It's very, very simple. It will speed up your loading times significantly. You only have to do this once per library. And it's just like, so you load something up. This is for everyone who doesn't know how to do this. Essential. So just go right here into this little save icon. And then click right here, batch resave. Now you have to know where you installed this on your PC. We just click. It says you're about to save with Contact 6, meaning that I won't be able to open this with Contact 5 now because I'm batch resaving. So if you only have one version, you only use one version, don't worry about that. Hit OK. I'm going to find where that is on my Pandora on my hard drive. Project Sam. Symphobia 4 Pandora. Okay. And it'll take a while to do this, but then again, when I load it up, especially the first time you load it, it will take a really long time. And then when we click the batch resave, it may take a while to do this. I'm pretty sure I've already done it, so it's not going to take that long. But sometimes it takes a really long time. It'll check all these missing samples, resave the patches. It'll show up here, and then this dialog will just disappear. So it'll be nothing there, and then you can load it again, and it will be so much faster. Before I learned this, it was such a bitch to load all this stuff. I want prize. Don't we all? Yes, this works for all contact libraries, even ones you load up in the files section. So if you guys wondering what I'm drinking, it's called Karma. It's probiotic water. It's very, very good. It's kiwi melon. So while we're watching the grass grow, does anyone have any other questions? Man, I always stay hydrated. You see this? This is some high quality H2O. Oh, kiwi melon's so good. I thought this would be crappy. It's from Aldi's, guys. It's like some cheap it's some like cheap water. And it's probiotic water. It's this kind of, bullshit, like the way they advertise is kind of healthy eating. I thought it would suck. But it's really good. And it tastes fantastic. It's not like those shitty sparkling water or some bullshit. Very, very good. Aldi's is life, man. I save so much money by shopping at Aldi's. I literally think Studio One froze. Not responding. What a great example to show for the batch resave. it'll fuck everything up. It won't, but I started messing with other plugins. Maybe they were all on the same drive and they started short-circuiting. Yeah, we have Lidl. I'm very happy with the new version of Studio One. We got a lot of chat here, which is awesome. So, let me read these. Do I have any recommendation for a budget headphone? How much do you want to spend? These are my absolute favorite headphones. The Audio-Technica ATX or ATH M50X. If you want something slightly cheaper, these are very, very good as well. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just gonna say. the Sennheisers. Those are $100. They're both very, very good. Yeah, I understand. So the Sennheisers are $100. I think those are the best value ones. I would recommend them to anyone. Even though $100, yeah, you can get them 82. There's sales somewhere, but I know $100 might be expensive to certain people as well. Totally understand that, but they're absolutely worth it. Is the blue keyboard a MIDI keyboard or synth? It's both. It's a Yamaha MX49 synthesizer. And it is a synth, but it's a very, very good MIDI keyboard. No, not that one. Even it says bridging the gap between hardware and software. It's really meant to like integrate with it's Cubase especially, but it's very, very good. I don't know. Okay, I'm reading, trying to answer all these. John, is there a way to do the batch save to a separate drive to retain the version 5 version? I don't know. I would just not. If you have Contact 5 and Contact 6 and you ever plan on using, I would just use Contact 5 for a version if you don't want to resave it with a new version, because you will not be able to open it. So it's perfectly fine to play it safe there. Me, I just save everything and open it all in 6. Is that your man cave in your house? Yeah. This is the basement studio. Wonder if something happened around the APD SampleLogic Gift Assault combination. I heard about that too, and I don't know. I wish I knew, but you're not the first person to mention that to me. So you're not crazy. It's something did happen there. I'm honestly not sure. I wish I had a better answer. Yeah, gift cards you can use. I'm pretty sure they don't expire, so you can use it later on. Someone asks, will gift cards stay existing? You can use it later on as well. Matthew is Blom, I think. How much RAM do I use? I have 64 gigs on this PC. Steinberg DIs. I use Complete Audio 6 audio interface. So let's do the final giveaway so people just hanging around can get the hell out of here if they want. And then I can answer more questions. I use templates all the time for orchestral. For something like electronic and more experimental, I like to add as I go. But I keep a template for anything orchestral with any orchestral strings or anything like that. Oh, I opened up acoustic isolation right here, actually. So let's do the final giveaway. Anyone wants to hang out, we will continue to talk and do this stuff. Type one number between 1 and 1,000 when I type go into the chat. All right. And go. So I have this purple mask, and everyone asks where I get it. And they're like, I want a purple one. I'm like, what? I don't want a purple one. It's... You think it'll stretch around here? They also fog your glasses. I'm being so safe right now. Problem with download, can't download more than 1 gigabyte. Try it with another browser. I had, no problems with it. And I have not heard anyone else say that. No, you type one number, you can't keep trying. Trying to set a good example here. This is how you should all look when you go out to the store. Okay. So this final number, 721. I said no, you can't keep trying. Why would you keep typing? I'm like gonna put you in a timeout. It's annoying. I see 712. Matthias, did you have something very close? Just another rearrange. Oh, I see 127. 127 is the max MIDI velocity. So I think 712 would be the winner. Which was Jacob Wrigley. As long as he only did once. Please email support@audioplugin.deals. I have the Spitfire Pro, so within that you can hear what everything sounds like. You click like the version, you can basically use the Discover version if you're collaborating with someone. I don't see that other one. Am I ditching Cubase 10 forever? No. I still, if I have like a big project where I'm scoring and to a picture, to a movie, to whatever it may be, usually I still use Cubase. But more and more often I use Studio One for that too. So acoustic isolation is a pretty simple. How do I select the winning one? It's just a numbers game. The Price is Right, pretty much. I type these out beforehand. Whoever is closest to the number that I typed gets to win. Do I have any shows or scores I produced online? Yeah, a few. There's one. I won my first award the other last month, which is exciting. It's so weird with COVID and like and like it was a film festival, so it was all held online. So it doesn't make it feel as authentic. You know what I mean? So I can't show you that project, but it is called Tin Box and it's in the festival circuit. It's from a friend I knew in St. Louis. I'm trying to find the thread for it. And it won the St. Louis Filmmakers Showcase for Best Score in a Narrative, and I think Best Student Film or something. Best Narrative Audience Choice, and they were the only student film to make it into the St. Louis International Film Festival. So this is the lead actor, Larry Clawden. So Tin Box. We rang in Best Music in a Narrative, and I've never really won anything before, so pretty cool. I don't know why that little thing's there. There's everyone's favorite. Hey, it's not showing. There it is. She was at the vet that day. So hopefully Tin Box will be live soon. We can all watch it if you want to. It always feels kind of weird like promoting my own stuff on here. But I've done, a few little things here and there. Most of my stuff is in video games. If you guys really want to check it out, there's just a random assortment of videos that I've done, advertisements, video games, stuff like that. So this is rigid audio acoustic isolation. I'm going to show this real quick. There's a video on it as well. If you guys are familiar with the other rigid audio stuff, it's like a loop-based contact instrument. So we have these different like layers mapped across. And pitched according to what key you press. So you get a loop down there. percussive loop the next octave up. So you see we have the drums, percussion, and then the guitar riff up here. I know, I don't, it's so it's a self-promotion is kind of weird. It's only weird because I'm here for like audio plugin deals, and then people ask. Of course, like, I'm more than happy to talk to anyone about the craft and stuff like that. And when I'm not doing this, I would love for other people to send me their stuff too. So that's why it's just weird. I have to pretend like, well, here it is. Whatever. All right, Luke, have a good day. So let's look at some stuff here. Yeah, no problem. So with this one, I'm pretty much just going to play this loop, which is going to be in one key. But remember that these melodic ones, you can change the key. So, and you can also, while I'll use presets, you can also go in here in each individual layer and select whatever you want. So if you want a different groove, there you go. It's easy to mix and match from different sources. Started messing with the effects there. Yeah, so if you guys have any of the other Rigid Audios, or even if you don't have it and you watched our streams or my videos on, or any, not just my videos, if maybe Johnny or Sai did some of them, I'm not sure, but you know kind of how the Rigid Audio loop-based libraries work, and they all have this same kind of interface, and it's just different loops mapped to different keyboard sections of the keyboard, and then there's different presets that I'll be showing you some of them, but really you can go in to, you can go into each different module and mix and match, and there are a ton of possibilities. A lot of times I'll use it just because I want a drum loop or something, and it's great. Kind of nice ambient. So what I did was just change the groove on the fly. So that's a little look at it. We've done all our giveaways. Do you guys have any other questions? There, I did a video on this one as well. So anything I would do right here, this is the same project I use, so it would kind of just be a repeat. So if you guys want to check that out, it's all on our channel or on like the deal page. So did anyone do anything fun this week or today or this weekend? Yeah, I like Rigid Audio stuff a lot. They're very unique and they have it is a good way to get inspiration and to start a project. I hear a dog. Cole. Hey, Cole. I want him to come down so bad. Oh, it's Marley. It's Audio Plugin Pooch, everybody. Come here. It's our favorite audio plugin pooch. And there they go. I know someone earlier said they wanted her to make an appearance. There she is. Our beloved audio plugin pooch. Oh, and there's Cole. Hey, Cole. Come here. Hey, buddy. He's a big boy. Hear that tail smacking me? Hey, Cole. There he goes. There he goes. There's Cole. Cole doesn't make as many appearances, but I love him just the same. Cole's a very big pit bull mix. I don't know any other sales we're planning. I don't know sales. I might know a week or two in advance, but not that I know of. Who doesn't love dogs, honestly? Yep, we add rewards. Someone said I didn't know you add $10 rewards to YouTube subscription. We do that. Hey, I love cats too. I used to volunteer for a cat rescue. No joke. And we rescued 2 cats that now live at my parents' house. John said, I am working on mixes of a rock track based on Dante's Inferno. Ooh. And on a Q said that is intended for a podcast series I haven't been hired for as yet. Well, that's good. Emmanuel said, I have a German Shepherd called Bass. Or Bass. Okay, Bass. Had to be something musical. Marley is part German Shepherd as well. Audio plugin pooch. I love frogs called George. Me too. Does anyone else have any questions, comments? Pooch stories. I actually have a guinea pig too, you guys. She's not here though. Because audio plugin pooch would probably kill her. So she is also at my parents' house. And I just saw her today and gave her a giant pile of hay and kibble. Bob just joined. Well, we're pretty much winding it up. This is just what I do at the end, Bob, when we've done all our giveaways, and a lot of times people will just have questions during the stream that maybe I didn't get to answer, or want to talk shop and stuff like that. Is Scalar 2 worth it? I think I have it. I have Scalar and honestly, I've never used it. I've never used it. Iris 2 and Serum are so incredibly different. That's really hard to compare. Yes, John, this live stream is going to be available for viewing later. Iris 2 is like really textures and evolving pads. It's a bit similar to the granular synthesis of pad motion that I was showing a bit today. And it can be pretty CPU heavy as well, so keep that in mind. I do like it though. I use it for pads, textures, creepy ambiances and stuff like that. When Serum is like, anytime I think of Serum, I just think of like the dubstep filthy basses and stuff, but it's a great synth. I just don't use it as much as others. Stutter Edit 2. I think I have that too. It was like free on the Plugin Boutique and I never used it. I think I have it. I don't know. All right, well, if anyone doesn't have anything else, we're just winding down and I will head out. Ooh, what is the best horn section for Contact? The best horn section I've ever heard is Junkie XL Brass, but that isn't Contact. So maybe Stutter Edit was like $1 or some shit. That is Isotope, right? Trash 2. I guess I don't have it. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Majestic Horn is great. Vengeance Sound VPS Avenger, we talked about that last stream. I love it. That's actually my favorite, most versatile synth. I love Avenger. What horns? I guess really you can buy these individually too. 8 Century Brass is very, very good. Like it's underrated and no one really talks about it. And Junkie XL is also, you can buy those individually. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Thank you very much. Well, let's check out some horns. Trying to think. Oh, if you want a more like warm sound, Cinebrass Sonore has they have 12 horns, which are very, very powerful, very good, and then they have Sonore, which it's still actually pretty powerful. turn this up a bit, add an effects track with some reverb. So what I just played was Cinebrass Sonore, which they say focuses more on like soft. So of course they sound amazing with the so a bit soft. 12 horns. Hey, where's my... There it is, 12 horns. Is way more powerful. And that is... Where's my key switches? A lot thicker and more powerful. And then 8-Dio Sentry Brass I think is very, very good. Those are really thick. Metropolis Arc, someone mentioned, those are those were my favorite. I don't use them anymore since I got the JXL brass, but they're very, very good. But Arc is expensive. Century. Now, 8-Dio Sentry Brass has articulations that are not in another one. I use this. This is a permanent part of my template. I use the Deca mics. I'll show you exactly how I do it. A good thing about this is that you can map any articulation to any key switch. So you have 10 different slots to play with, and you can customize it, really. The thing I like most about it is it has these arcs. So that's no modulating dynamics or anything like that. It's just holding down, and they're velocity sensitive, so softly. But it adds realism that you can't get even with really careful velocity or dynamic editing inside the MIDI, because it's the horns players naturally doing this on their own with their own breath. And I use this on anything. It's a permanent part for those arcs in my template. What I do is I put it through here, Virtual Soundstage 2, which has a free version that you can get. They just placed it in the same place as East West Hollywood's orchestra would put their 6 horns, which is just standard orchestral seating. So now they're positioned inside of a room, and then send it to the reverb. I love that sound. And legato is very good as well. This also has the best range because it can get nice and soft. And those are really bold and bright when they're full. the reverb. Great instrument. Trying to think of other horn libraries. Like the Audio Imperia ones are very good too. Let's see. Their legato's very good too. Brass, 6 French horns. This is nucleus. And I still have that placement on it, so it sounded off because it's already naturally placed. What I just showed was 8dio Sentry brass, 6 horns. What I am now showing is Audio Imperia Nucleus, the 6 French horns patch. But the thing with Nucleus is you get a lot less articulations than you saw how many were available in the Sentry brass, and you can buy the Sentry brass individually, since the original question was just about horns. And I'm looking for Sign Player. This is the one I use all the time. It is expensive, and I totally understand if people don't want to invest in it. But solo, 4 horns, 6 horns, 12 horns. It's got the full range there. So we go to Marcatos, they're amazing here. So that's just the 6 horns, and then the 12 horns sound ridiculously thick and bombastic. They probably get the loudest. Holy shit, it's just boom. So that is my favorite. It's very expensive. I invested in it very early when they first came out with it. So with their pre-order price, which was, they had the pre-order price, the intro price, and the full price. The pre-order price was the cheapest. And after watching like the second teaser, I invested in it, and I'm very glad I did. But it is very expensive. But as you can hear, the detail and the sound is just so good. I know, I understand. I really wish there were rent-to-own options for these. I agree completely. It can really be a bitch to have to shell out money and watch a sale that you really want pass you by. That it sucks, but I haven't bought anything big in quite a while, honestly. What is really expensive? How much? I think $600. €749, which is $887 for a brass library. That's what I mean by expensive. That's what I mean. But it's very, very good. You can buy individual sections, though. I bought it at the pre-order price, which was probably $500. Maybe less, maybe a little less. It was a pretty generous pre-order price. Okay, euros 500 pre-order. All right, worth it. So that's my take on brass. I know we said contact only, so I showed a few of those. Nucleus or Jaeger is very, very good. They also have Talos, which has low brass and 12 horns. 8 Century brass. And the Cinebrass 12 horns or Cinebrass Sonore, which is a little bit softer. Trying to think. Yeah, Metropolis Arc 1 has very good ones. Again, pretty expensive, but it's a whole orchestra. I think those would be my main recommendations for horns, especially the ones where you can really focus in on just the horn section, since if that's just what you need. Single trumpet, yeah. For which one? I actually really like the BBC Orchestra solo trumpet. I use almost all the instruments from BBC Orchestra except the brass. Not that it's bad, but Junkie XL brass just fucking blows it out of the water. And I feel like brass is Spitfire's weak point in all of their libraries. And I have symphonic brass as well, which, notice I didn't mention that for a horns recommendation. And the loading time sucks, but it does sound very good. Love that solo trumpet. Not very totally bold and crazy, but again, it's the BBC. It's not the Hans Zimmer Orchestra. Nucleus, they have a very good solo trumpet as well. Those are sections, soloists, trumpet. That's BBC, sorry. That one has the modern mix there. It's a bit more detailed, but I also find it's not. It depends on your context and everything. Like that BBC stuff, it sounds more realistic. Whereas Nucleus sounds more pristine and almost a bit over polished sometimes. But I love it. It's got a great sound. It's very detailed. Great legato too. And then 8 has a solo brass. Oh, that's the effects. Century solo brass. This one has bass trombone, cimbasso, flugelhorn, French horn, trombone, trumpet, and tuba. So it's got the flugelhorn, which is not, or in cimbasso, which is not always done, and also how they have the trombone and bass trombone separately. Sometimes they just throw them in one trombone. So, final trumpet we're checking out. I'll again use the Decca mics. Wrong note there. So really nice dynamic range again there. I think out of all of them, that gets the boldest, especially for a solo trumpet. It's pretty bold and bright. Sonoscore is the orchestra I do not have. What's the best library you like from 8DO? The Century Strings and Century Brass, and the Legion 66 tubas and trombones. I love those. Oh, and their percussion. Well, that was a pretty long, in-depth thing, and I don't want people to get bored. Is there anything else? I'm probably going to head out in a few minutes. If anyone's got any last-minute requests, any last-minute comments. Got to ride the motorcycle earlier today. It was so nice, warm weather. For sure, my pleasure. Yes, a library I do not have. I just have too many like all-in-one orchestra type libraries. Though I do know many people who use it and they like it a lot for the orchestra Sonoscore. Is what we're talking about. Any comments on Studio One 5.0 workflows? I mean, the biggest thing update from 4 is the key switch option. Absolutely, you're welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Love hearing from everyone. So the biggest thing I noticed for Studio One is the way that key switches are managed with a simple click down here. Sustain, damped. All of your key switches are mapped, and all you have to do is click here. If you want a new one, click there. 4 key switches all within seconds instead of having to go down here and forget which range they're in, and it also highlights the range where the key switches are. So it's a totally new automation lane that works amazingly, and it's so much easier to set up than the Cubase or expression maps. It was my first time here. I like your stream. I'll come back for more. Thank you for tuning in, and it was my pleasure. Oh, Elysian from Sonoscore. I like that one a lot. It's a synthy style. I honestly don't see how it's anything like the orchestra, except what I've heard that orchestra uses phrases, but it's just a good synth pulsating library with pads and stuff as well. India Rhythms, I think we did that one. The key maps in Studio One are completely customizable, so you can add key switches for anything. So from C-2, all you gotta do is go in here and type whatever you want, and it click save and it maps it. It's really, really nice. How large is Audio Plugin Deals? Like 5 people. We have a graphic designer, we have a tech guy, we have the owner, we have me, the lead blogger, live stream guy. Then we have Johnny Dias, Simeon, but these people are more contract bloggers, I believe, and Sai, great guy. I actually knew Sai. Me and Sai worked on one of the same projects before we both started working for Audio Plugin Deals. If you guys know Sai, he hasn't done a video in a while because he's in college, but good dude. No, I'm not the owner. The owner is a very good friend, though. I'm going to see if I can find one for Indian Rhythms for you. Because I know I did that. I can't find it, but oh well. Oh, well, thanks. Everyone said, wow, 5 people, you guys are doing great. Well, thank you. The whole lot of coin thing, remember, the developers are the ones that make these products and make money. So everyone gets a fair share. It's not like we don't get everything that you got, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna head out. Hope everyone has a good day. Yeah, you are running such good sales. Sometimes people are wondering in forums whether you're legit. I see that too all the time. People are like, if you guys heard of audio plugin deals, I don't say anything because everyone else is like, yeah. Because I had heard of this company even since like day one, as soon as you start like composing. You heard of VST Buzz, you heard of audio plugin deals. Like they sell shit, or Plugin Boutique and all those. They sell stuff really cheap. So have a great weekend, everyone. I'm going to go tend to the hounds. Probably make some dinner. Is the key maps in Studio 1.5 the same as third-party articulation VST? I don't know what you mean by that. You can put key switches for anything. If it's not whatever plugin, if it has key switches, you can program them in. And absolutely. Thank you, Eric. Thanks, everyone. And I hope you all have a good weekend. And we will be back for more very shortly. 2 weeks from now, another stream, and more videos to come throughout the week. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys later. Thanks again for joining.